Hello everyone, Reggie Time here, reporting in with another small final table, as I always do when I make a final table of a tournament, and I don't play many tournaments. I always, or ever since I've had the YouTube channel, I think, maybe not though, I've tried to record them. You'll know how long this video is going to be. I have no idea yet. Hopefully the longer the better. We're currently sat 5th of 9. With a long way to go, hopefully. I'm not remotely interested in discussing deals. There's not exactly a lot of money in the tournament anyway. As you can see, we're currently cashed for $11.28 for our $3 buy-in, so we've 4x'd our buy-in. Big deal. Wow, 4x in your buy-in for, well, not even 4xing it. We've not even 4x the buy-in for reaching the final table, which seems piss poor to me. But I guess if we want more people playing to keep more people in the game, then I guess we have to accept smaller final table payouts, I guess. Anyway, my strategy is, as usual, is just going to be survival. And just hopefully wait for some good things to happen till we get short-handed. And then once we get short-handed, I'll get lost like I always do, and we'll just hope to run good. That's pretty much the plan. So yeah, just to repeat the plan, it is survival as far as possible. And then if we get to 4 or 5-handed, it is going to be very much cross our fingers and hope it's our turn to be lucky. We're playing the king 10 if it falls to us. All of those are too big. Don't want any of those. What's the big blind done? I'm going to turn this. I use this for cash games. It's called AAA caption. I use it for cash games, but for tournaments it's okay, but for videos it's a bit confusing. So we flop top pair here. We're just going to. Just don't know anything about this guy, but just check call down and hope he doesn't have us beat. Give him a chance to bluff his chips off. He doesn't bet, so now we're just going to go all in and hope he calls us with that, not like a queen jack type hand or something like that. Well, he doesn't. So yeah, we're now in actual chips rather than big blinds. We've got 92,000, so we've got 30 big blinds just about, which seems like plenty. I think I can make 30 big blinds go a long way unless something bad happens. I'm going to take a drink because my throat is feeling particularly dry. Somebody said I had a voice that reminded them of a sexy female with a raspy voice on Reddit the other day, which I guess my voice is a bit raspy due to working 15 years in a really shitty, dirty, unclean, detergent-ridden, dusty environment. Hasn't done my vocal cords any favours, that's for sure. But never mind. Worse things happen in China, I guess. A 3-bet fold the ace jack here. Don't know anything about hard poker B whatsoever, other than he's folded 7 hands in a row. This could be a mistake, but we get it through, we take it down, and we jump into second place. And as like the last final table we did, I'm needing a piss again, but then again it is 3:45 in the morning and I've not had a piss for hours, so we have action here. All hail the ladies. The ladies hold, and the ace-4 is no more, and we now are demoted back down to third place in chips. On the positive side, we have laddered now to a whopping $14.85. I'm trying my very hardest not to spend all of that at once. Should we finish 8th place? That flop has got absolutely nothing for us. I don't think you guys need telling that though. And we can safely tag Frankie as a green. The ace and the 9. Don't really like having the biggest stack to my left. Could be a bit small again, not sure. Never really that comfortable with the whole smaller 3-bet thing in MTTs, but something you got to do. We can't just go like 10x in versus the min raise like we do in cash games, or 8x in versus the min raise. There's going to be quite a bit of play left in this, I think. Not sure exactly how the bars are going. Let's have a look, see what the structure looks like. So we're currently on 1500, 3000. It's going to go up in like pretty small increments, as it doesn't look like there's going to be any big leaps. So there could be plenty of play should we not just butcher our stack. All in a call from Frankie. Frankie calls with a 9s. He is crushed by the kings. And it's a double up for the player who looks like he might be half decent via the player that looks like he probably isn't too decent. We don't really want the good players doubling up versus the bad players. all in for whatever that is. A lot, isn't it? It's all in for a lot. 16 bigs, is it? 15 bigs, something like that. We were in jail. Frankie's doubling up somebody else in process. Nine, 10. Could be a touch loose this, but it doesn't look like a particularly active table up to now. Which we're gonna get fucking shipped on by Akabi. What the fuck's his name? Akbika. So we're going to try and be as active as we can whilst we seem to be being allowed to be active. Just trying to keep chipping up, just little small bets here and there, little small raises, little small stabs. Just try and keep padding our stack. And tend not to survive in tournaments by standing still, so we always try to just be slowly inching forward. Without hopefully getting so far out of line that people abuse us. I'm going to be playing the Ace King for as many chips as anyone seems to want to play for. We'll be jamming over Frankie if this person folds, which he does. Don't expect Frankie to fold. We're in a flip. And we do not win. So everyone else seems to be a double through Frankie, except us. Which is a shame, but what are we going to do? So we're kind of back where we started from, which is unfortunate, but we chipped up a little bit, lost a flip for what would have been pretty damn healthy stack. See how our friend here reacts to a limp. He lets me do it, which is nice. See how he reacts to a stab. Here to pair. Don't expect a good very often here. I split into a lot of Queen X. Maybe some weak aces that just decided not to punish my limp. I'm not going to be deterred by our recent misfortunes, and there we are on the break. I'm off for a piss to top my drink up, and yeah, you'll be not too inconvenienced by the 5 minutes 40-second wait. Here we go. I am suitably refreshed. I have had a packet of Seabrook prawn cocktail crisps, which currently are my favourite crisps. They're the nuts. I've got a packet of Watts. It's just waiting on the side. I'm not going to munch them whilst we're recording, so that's going to be my treat for making the next break, should we get that far, or my consolation prize for when I bust before the next break. Frankie takes one down again. Frankie's back. Frankie is back. I'd like to put some music on in the background, but the minute I seem to put music on a YouTube video, YouTube just delete the video for copyright grounds. So we'll not be having some tunes going. I turned the tunes off when we got to the final table. Flatted on the bottom. Didn't really expect that. This guy's folded to 75% of C-bets so far. I'd expect him to 3-bet most of his good aces, so I think his range can have a lot of like King, Queen, Jack, Queen, small pocket pairs, so we're certainly going to take a stab here. Not expect to have too much. I mean, he could have ace-X, of course. I mean, he's 32-19, but so I guess he can be flatting some ace-X, but you can imagine most of the time it's either going to 3-bet or fold. 3-bet his good aces, fold his weaker ones. You would imagine. If I'm wrong, it cost me 9,000 in chips. That is one strange name. Why would someone have a screen name of all consonants? Doesn't make sense to me. King and the 8 will be defending this, I would imagine, unless there's some extreme violence in front of me. Certainly have to defend it versus a min raise, at least for sure. And now I guess we just check fold. It does have an 80% C-bet, but small sample size, which is 5. And there isn't an awful lot of hope for us, so we won't be floating, we certainly won't be raising over that sizing. That is a meaty bet size. On a dry board like that, that's a big, big bet. Where are you from, Tico? Brazil. The land of the Coutinho. My guess is that unless the aces change things, the chip leader is going to win this pot. Maybe not. pocket fives off 23 or so big blinds. I'm just not sure how to do this. I'm just going to fold, I think. Don't want to jam 20 bigs over a limp. We would have flopped a set. Didn't want to raise fold. His limp's thrown me from Rick Mald. And it could have been a little bit weak there with the pocket fives. But didn't want to over limp. Jamming was too big. And raise folding made me feel a little bit poorly, so there we have it. A very small c-bet gets it done. Didn't want it to get it done, but it did anyway. Pocket threes. I really don't know how to play small pairs off this stack size. What we've got now, 28 big blinds, is it something like that? No idea how to play them. And I guess we open, fold to a 3-bet, I guess. Should have we been opening on his big blind? That's a question I need to ask myself for next time, because he's got the kind of stack that's just going to go and jam a lot, you would imagine. So is threes an open? This is the question I'm asking myself. Is threes an open anyway of these stack sizes? And is it an open into the short stack big blind? And if it is an open into the short stack big blind, I guess we're just calling it off when he shoves for 10 bigs. I guess that's where we've got with that. It should be an open, and we should call it off when he shoves, or when he shoves. Oh wow, I didn't realise he was that short. Oh, we're now chip leader too. There's a couple of small pots as soon as jumped from fourth to first. I guess it won't take much for us to drop back down to who knows where again. Oh, Frankie's coming for a raise. I'm already giving that quite a lot of respect because he's been a limp addict, but clearly we need to defend the king queen. And I guess we're just going to check fold on this board against Frankie. if we don't win, I hope Frankie does. Because I'm imagining Frankie's probably going to be the worst player at the table, which by default probably means he's got the worst ROI. So let's see Frankie take it down. Guess we have to put the 2 in here. Gonna stab here just to protect if we are in front. I don't think Frankie's got a jack. He could have an 8, I guess. And I'm gonna hope he goes check and I somehow win against 10-9 or Queen 10, something like that. We're not going to call a bet. We lose to 9-8. Never mind. Our stab was 1 street too late. Rolling. I'll take a fold, I'll take a call, I don't mind either. And chop chop. Choppity choppity chop chop chop. It just take us back over 100,000 again. Never understand these types of players. I mean, my wife's like this. They get to a final table and they just fold the chance away of success. I mean, who knows? He might just catch some cards and have a heater and win. But he's just doing nothing, and I just don't get it. Same with Akbika, I guess. I mean, he's put up a fight. I mean, I get it. He could just been dealt shite from time to time, but I've not seen him like open from the button or anything. Not just seen him like open jam. Just folding his big blind. Now he's just down to 3 big blinds. I don't get it. Do not understand. I think it's really bad. Where are you from? You need to give your head a wobble. Noontime. Yep. Come on, noontime. Let's have a bit of fight from you. Do post-Brexit UK proud and start moving those chips. Frankie, every pot, doesn't give a fuck. Let's see a flop. Let's just get involved. Go on, Frankie. Win another one. Frankie calling it off with the draw and not getting there. We didn't really want the second shot of stack doubling up, but I guess the Royal Bank of Frankie felt like paying out. And noontime continues his folding himself to oblivion like, well, like a fucking moron basically. Go on, Noon, do it. You can do it, Noon. Jam it in. He's jammed it in. He's got his 1.8 big blinds in the pot. He's been re-isolated by Akbika. It's all happening. So you wait all day and you eventually find the king 8 offsuit. That's good. Well done, Noon. Sit there, you fold, then you find the king 8 off and shove it when you've got no fold equity. You fucking muppet. What is that all about? You don't deserve to win. I'm glad he's gone out in 8th. You don't deserve to win when you just do things as shit as that. I'm jamming. Whatever that is, 19 blinds. Seems a bit excessive. Nothing much we can do with the 9 high. Guess we can raise full blind versus blind off this stack size. It's going to fall to the min raise from Rick though. Guess we're rooting for Rick here. Get this, or at least weaken his stack a little bit so he's not a big stack to my left. I don't know what's going on with Rick here. Min raises pre, then min bets twice post flop. It's not making a lot of sense to me. And he's just there min betting his second pair. Milking the Great Dane. Went out to 7th place, cash by the way, which is good for $20.79, which is just about 7x hour buy-in. Seems like a lot of effort for 7x hour buy-in. 4 hours 34 minutes, $20. That's not the best of owlies. And Frankie's just spunking his chips off left and right. Just in time for me to double him up this hand here, I would imagine. We're going to raise, Frankie's going to jam, we're going to call, and we're going to hope to get lucky. That's what's going down here. Frankie did not jam. Very shallow payout structure, you just notice looking at it. 1, 2, 1 up top, 89, 67, 50. Don't seem a great gap between 4th and 1st there. First place getting just like 140% of 4th place prize money. 240%, whatever it is, doubling a bit anyway. Even less reason to click the discuss a deal button if anyone was thinking about it. It's such a flat payout structure. I guess if you get heads up and you're playing for, I don't know, the difference of 50 or 100 buy-ins, you might want to think about it, but not in a payout structure as flat as this, I wouldn't have thought. Frankie protecting us from steals with his limp. So to flop 2 pair. That's the plan. Or trips even. I'll take trips or 2 pairs. Not going to be so greedy as to want a flush, but we're not going to get to see anyway. Frankie limp folding there. Go on, Frankie, son. I don't think Frankie's going to get the job done in terms of winning. Oh, he's just about to beat me in a flip though. This time he'll have the ace queen and I'll have the 5s, and he'll have the ace or the queen. Now how are we going to overjam here? Just Tico over limp with. Are we just going to flick our 2.5 in and see a flop? There's a lot of money out there, but I don't think Frankie's folding. Okay, we'll just try and see a flop. Don't really want to jam over 2 limpers. Doesn't feel right. No idea what Tico limp there. Anyway, we've got a hand we can go to war with. We will be 3-bet jamming over any opens. Let's hope Tico finds a fold. We've got a cup. Have we got the fold? I'd rather have the fold than, oh well. He decided to take his time and throw me a cup whilst he had the aces, which was very nice of him, very civil. And we are now down to noontime territory. This would be the comeback of all comebacks. At least we've got a read on Tico. When he throws a cup, he has aces. We're in trouble. Frankie's led out. Frankie has it. Frankie has the business, and we do not overcome him. So there we are. We have finished in 7th place with 220 players for a whopping $20.79. Slightly unfortunate we ran the king queen of the aces, but that's life, I guess. I guess by now you guys will know it's going to be a short video, and it'll be no surprise to you they're going out in 7th place, given that the video only lasted 39 minutes. Bye for now.